Hi guys, Cooper Somo here, and I'm going to try to tell you how to make a homemade prank shock box from a disposable camera. These things are great to shock your friends or just shock people. It's pretty cool. It gives them a good jolt. I'll try to go over on how to make it. What I got here is two metal tins. It was a tin that went together and it had a plastic border around it. As you can see, there's a plastic border spacing out positive and negative over here. And I'm going to try to zoom in here to try to go over how to do this. And it's not very hard at all. It might look complicated, but it's not. You got a disposable camera, and you take it apart, and you usually end up with a little circuit board. And what you want to do is make sure you remove the capacitor that's over here. It looks like a little black, usually a round cylinder. And you're going to clip that. Make sure it's not charged or you can get a big jolt. So you're going to make sure that the flash hasn't been charged. Disconnect the battery, but it will hold power even though the battery is disconnected. So make sure you disconnect the batteries. The first thing you do. Second of all is clip one by one. Make sure that you use like a clippers with a rubber handle, or you'll get a big jolt and it will hurt. So what you're doing is clipping the capacitor. You got your positive. So if I insert the battery, you'll see what happens here. As you see, the light went on. After you clip the capacitor, you're gonna weld a wire on the positive and one on the negative, and one's gonna go on this side and one's gonna go on that side. You could do this to almost any device. So if you get two, build a metal box, and one side, as long as you separate them with a piece of plastic in between. So that's what I got here. So you got positive over here, and I just put a penny to push the wire down. I could have welded it, but I didn't. And negative down here. So it's a pretty simple concept if you understand a little bit of electronics. This is the other side of the board to the disposable camera. I've put an on and off switch here. This was my first time doing it. It didn't work anyways, so you don't need to copy what I did, but you're going to want to put a wire, weld a wire from here to there. That's your button on the other side of the camera. When you hold it in, it makes that like low pitched whistle sound, and then the light turns on. So just connect these two together there, and then your camera will be all set. You've done everything you need to make your shock box work just fine.